Excelsior, true believers. Today, we'll be discussing the mighty Marvel price variance. Yeah, sorry, that was my weak-ass attempt at impersonating Stan Lee, but, tonight actually, I will be showing my Bronze Age Marvel price variance or test market variance. I saw Hero Hunter 81's video where he showed a few of these, and they're really cool. He had some good ones, and I told him I had a few, and he said he'd love to see them. So I'm gonna bust them out. These are the ones I could find, and basically in April of 1976, Marvel, due to rising production costs, shipping, input goods, manufacturing, labor, all that, they wanted to increase the price from 25 to 30 cents. But in 76, 5 cents was a big deal. It was like a 18-20% cover price increase. So what Marvel went ahead and did is they selected 6 test markets, and for 4 months they printed 2 versions of some of their covers, some with a 25-cent price cover and a lot fewer with a 30-cent price cover, that were released in these 6 designated test markets. The test was a success. They wanted to see if people would pay the extra amount or if their sales would be hurt in those areas, and it didn't hurt their sales at all. So they did this from April to July of 76, and by September all their cover prices were back up to 30 cents. So, or actually put up to 30 cents. So these are pretty rare and a little harder to find. They also, I guess it was actually the very next year, in June, they wanted to raise the price again from 30 to 35 cents. So they did the whole test market variant thing again, this time with 30-cent covers and the more limited 35-cent covers, and they did them in an even smaller scale this time. So the 35-cent variant covers are even more rare than the 30-cent ones. I believe I have 1 or 2. I couldn't find either one, but they're a little more desirable. And actually, the 2 most valuable and well-known ones are the Iron Fist 14 test variant, 35-cent test variant, and that's the first appearance of Sabretooth, and they go for about $2 grand in near mint now. And then there's, of course, the most famous is the Star Wars #1 35-cent test variant, and that book's just been going up and up and up since the 90s, and it currently books at Overstreet at $4 grand in near mint, 9.2, but a year or 2 ago a 9.4 CGC copy sold for $6,500. So that book is very valuable, and you never really know what it's worth till a high-grade copy goes up to auction. You see what people pay, but I was fortunate, and I'll get to that in a second. But what's funny is the guides and collectors and stuff really didn't discuss these, and they weren't designated as being different in price guides as being worth any more until about the mid-90s, and of course now they're worth a lot more. But what was lucky with the 30-cent test variants, the 6 markets they picked were Albuquerque, New Mexico, San Antonio, Texas, San Jose, California, Grand Rapids, Michigan, somewhere in Massachusetts that they didn't say. If anybody knows that exactly, I'd like to know. But and the other one was Baltimore, Maryland, which is where I live, so I was pretty fortunate with that. Being in one of the test markets, it's not uncommon to find these in back issue bins or at the shops around here. And actually, the 2 we're looking at now, I bought them at a store where they didn't even know they were test variants, and they were marked at normal guide value for the 25-cent cover. So here we go. This is the Amazing Spider-Man 158 test variant cover, and this is a really sharp copy, a CGC worthy copy. Some of these aren't in the best shape, but that one's pretty awesome, and that's a Ross Andrew Doc Ock cover. And a lot of these, you can tell they have that starburst around the price tag, whatever, price box. This is the 30-cent variant to Amazing Spider-Man 159. This is a gorgeous Gil Kane cover. Again, this is a really sharp copy. These two could go to CGC. It could be argued. This one's got some problems up at the top. It's certainly not a near mint copy. This is a 30-cent price variant to Captain America 196. Pardon me. It's a really gorgeous Kirby cover. Could be in better shape though. This cover is chamber. Oops, sorry. I had to look here. Wrote down this. I had to look this one up. It was Ron Wilson who did a lot of covers for them, but I didn't know who did this cover, and I liked it, so I looked it up. It was Ron Wilson. It's Chamber of Chills 23, an often overlooked Bronze Age Marvel title that I do like. That's a cool cover with the gorilla, and this is the 30-cent test variant. It's in pretty good shape except for over here. There's a little bit of discoloration and spine rolling. As you know, big Conan fan. I couldn't find one of them. I have all four of the 30-cent test variants to Conan. I have one of the 35-cent test covers, and I couldn't find that because I really want to show you guys an example of 35-cent test cover, but I only have one or two of those, but I definitely have another Conan 30-cent too. But this is number 63, and it's in pretty good condition. 30-cent test cover for 63. Here's 64 with the starburst around it. It has a little bit of damage at the top corner there. But other than that, this is a pretty nice copy. And if my memory serves me correct, oh no, one of these is Gil Kane, but I think it's John Buscema. John Buscema did this one for sure, but I think this one's Gil Kane 65. That's a cool Conan cover too. And this one has a different, this has a larger price box, but this is a 30-cent variant too. Next we have Marvel Presents Guardians of the Galaxy number 6, 30-cent price variant. I think it's Al Milgrom on that cover. Whoa. But yeah, these books are really, they're supposedly pretty rare, and if you look in the guide, they go for more, so keep your eye out for them. I want to clarify, any book, excuse me, any book that Marvel did that is in between the dates of April and July of 1976 that has a cover price of 30 cents, buy that. That is a price variant, especially if it's not priced accordingly. Buy it. It's a price variant. If you see a book from in between June 1977 to October 1977 that is priced at 35 cents, definitely buy those. Those are the more rare of the variants. So keep an eye out for them. This right here, sorry, this is the Daredevil 132 variant, and this is a pretty sharp copy. This could go to CGC. Sorry about the glare there, but this is of note because it's Bullseye's second appearance. It's a Rich Buckler cover. Cool cover. Battle Beneath the Big Top. But I managed to get that one graded. This is the price variance to Daredevil 135 and 136, and he fights the Jester in there. I'm not a big fan of that villain. Very crappy costume. But these are the 30-cent variants to those. And moving down here, we have the price variant to Defenders number 36. It's in pretty good shape. Actually, I take it back. Most of these are in good shape. The Captain America has some problems, and a few other ones you'll see here. This I had out of order before. This is the number 6 should have came after this, but this is the other Marvel Presents Guardians of the Galaxy. I have number 4, the 30-cent variant, and this is, I believe, another Al Milgrom cover there. Oh, almost made it through a video without the book falling. Damn it. close things out here. This is a pretty bright copy with great inks. Classic Marie Severin cover too. A Marvel Superheroes featuring the Incredible Hulk, number 57, 30-cent price. Has a tiny little ding in the bottom corner there, but that's it. That's a nice copy. Marvel Team Up number 44, Spider-Man and Moondragon. Again, 30-cent test cover. There's a lot going on this cover. Yeah, guest stars galore, you got it. This one's, it's harder to see, but this one's got some problems across the top. It's a white cover, you'll get that, but this is Marvel 2-in-115 Thing and Morbius. It's a 30-cent cover, and I believe, is that a Ron Wilson cover maybe? With the Living Eraser? I think it is. I could be wrong about that, but I believe it's Ron Wilson. This one, you know, I talked about most of them being in good shape. This one's really rough. This is Marvel 2-in-1 number 16. And I think it's another Ron Wilson cover. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he did these. His style is a little reminiscent of Kirby's to me. So, but I think it's him. And this is pretty banged up, but a cool cover to Marvel 2-in-1 number 16, 30-cent test cover. I like this one a lot. Marvel 2-in-1 17, Spider-Man and Thing versus the Basilisk, 30-cent test cover. I believe, is that a Gil Kane cover here? I think it is. I don't see it anywhere. Yep, there. No, that's Ron Wilson. That's Ron Wilson also. So I guess maybe he did do these. Those are these 2-in-1s. But this is the last one I have, and this one's in rough shape too. But I really like this cover. This is another Ron Wilson classic. It must have been after Jaws came out, because look how they bit it. And Jaws, deadlier than Jaws. You must read the shark. So, but this is Weird Wonder Tales, number 16, 30-cent price variant. A cool cover. Well, I had these out, and because me and Clint were discussing it, I wanted to share them with everybody, and I hope you enjoyed seeing them. I enjoyed sharing them with you, and I hope everybody will make note of that and keep their eyes out if they see any test covers. If you don't want them, call me, I'll buy them. So I appreciate everyone checking out my Marvel Bronze Age test covers, and thanks for watching, thanks for taking the time, and happy comic reading. Take care.